Hi, everybody. I'm Chrissy, Director of Product Operations here at LovelySkin. And today I'm joined by Corey Ramos, licensed esthetician and manager of education at SkinCeuticals. And today we're going to be talking all about antioxidants and the role they play in our everyday skincare. Hi, Corey.
Hi, Christy. So excited to be here today and super excited for our topic.
Yes, I'm really excited to see your presentation.
All right, well, let's hit it.
Awesome.
I am so excited to talk about antioxidants for a few reasons. As the antioxidant authority at SkinCeuticals, we are excited for this conversation to not only help you understand the role that antioxidants play in skin health, but also understand why it is so important to use antioxidants in your daily skincare routine. So let's get started. Antioxidants are truly the hardest working ingredients in anti-aging skincare. Not only do antioxidants neutralize free radicals, which are the number one cause of skin aging, they're your skin's worst enemy. They are also superstars at minimizing fine lines and keeping skin looking healthy, clear, and bright, right? Free radicals wreak havoc on our skin cells and disrupt healthy skin functions and can lead to premature signs of aging, discoloration, fine lines and wrinkles, and in worst cases, even mutations on the skin cells, which can lead to skin cancer. So free radicals really are just not our friends. Again, our skin's worst enemy. But where do free radicals come from and why are they so dangerous to skin health? But we're going to get into it. There is a path to aging when it comes to free radicals. So you can see here, it all starts with environmental aggressor exposure that then leads to free radical formation and then oxidative stress. And then we have those visible signs of aging. We are going to discuss this entire path to aging in depth, starting with environmental aggressor exposure. Now, we're going to examine the top environmental aggressors that we're exposed to on a daily basis, starting with UV radiation, and then we'll dive into ozone and diesel engine exhaust. Before I do that, though, I just want to preface environmental aggressors are environmental stressors that we face every day. They're in the element, we have no control over them. They're just there, they exist. Now, lifestyle stressors and aggressors are also a thing to keep in mind, but those sometimes we have control over. Those are things like sleep, schedules, diet, exercise, stress is a huge one. All of those produce free radicals in our bodies. So super important to keep in mind our lifestyle stressors and aggressors and keep a handle on that and try to live a healthy lifestyle to the best of our ability that we have a little bit of control over. But what we don't have control over, unfortunately, is environmental aggressors. We can't turn the sun off. We can't stop pollution. So really important that we know how these are affecting our health, number one, but also our skin health. So we're going to start with UV radiation. It stands for ultraviolet radiation, right? UV rays for short. And UV rays are probably the most familiar and most abundant contributors to visible signs of aging. UV rays are produced by the sun and can be categorized into three different types of rays. You have UVA, UVB, and UVC rays. We're not going to talk about UVC rays today. This is the type of radiation. It does have a high energy portion of UV spectrum, but it does not quite reach the Earth's surface. So it's not something that we have to really worry about because it's blocked by our ozone layer in the atmosphere, thankfully, right? So we don't really have to worry about that. But UVB rays are burning rays, and this makes up 5% of the sun's UV radiation that reaches the Earth's surface. Their strength depends on the time of day, the season, your location in the world, and they can't penetrate glass, which is good. They only penetrate the epidermis, which is the outermost layer of the skin. These are the type of rays that cause reddening of the skin, sunburn, and are a significant risk for skin cancer. We know that sunburns are bad, right? Now, UVA rays are those aging rays, and they make up 95% of UV radiation that reaches the Earth's surface. So big portion here. They are super strong and they're consistent throughout the year, whether the sun is poking through or not. So super important to remember. And they can also penetrate through glass, windows, things like that. So if you have a window near you, if you're driving, remember that damage is happening and it's cumulative. It's gonna, it's gonna happen and we can't avoid it and it's gonna load up over time, right? They reach the dermal layer where they generate free radicals and damage proteins like collagen and elastin. Now, unlike UVB rays that cause sunburn, UVA rays are painless. However, there's no difference between UVA and UVB rays when it comes to increased risk of skin cancer. All ultraviolet rays damage DNA within the skin cells that can potentially lead to those mutations, which we don't want. So, this is why it's especially important to apply a broad spectrum sunscreen daily. However, keep in mind that sun protection alone doesn't provide complete protection from free radicals from this specific environmental aggressor. In fact, sunscreen only shields the skin from about 55% of damaging free radicals that are generated by UVA and UVB rays. So it's super important to pair and marry your daily sunscreen with a topical antioxidant to give your skin that double defense from free radical damage that UV rays can cause. Next, we're going to talk about pollution. Unfortunately, the days where we wake up and our phone warns us of that poor air quality are becoming more and more frequent. That thick, dense looking air that forms that we see outside on those poor air quality days is also known as smog. This is called ground level ozone, and it forms when sunlight or heat reacts with chemicals in the air. And these chemicals are produced from car exhaust, industrial emissions, and even cigarette smoke, just to name a few. Now, ground level ozone is not to be confused with our stratospheric ozone, which is that good ozone that absorbs those UVC rays, right, that we just talked about. Ground level ozone is called tropospheric ozone, and it's bad ozone. Like, we don't want that man-made ozone. It doesn't serve any purpose except to create free radicals and damage not only our health, but also our skin. There's also an emerging class of environmental aggressors that add to this pollution called particulate matter, which is basically like microscopic particles like metals that are floating around in the atmosphere, particularly iron and copper, which are also pollutants that also add to the formation of free radicals. So, with all that being said, the skin is the body's primary line of defense against these environmental aggressors. It's your largest organ. It protects you, it keeps the good stuff in and the bad stuff out, which you've probably heard us say before. But just, we can't avoid this. This type of pollution is a major source of free radicals that we cannot escape. And it's only going to continue to escalate and unfortunately get worse over time. So now that we've talked about environmental aggressor exposure and some of the top environmental aggressors that we are exposed to, now we're going to look at free radical formation. So we know that these aggressors and these stressors, this exposure every single day, leads to the formation of free radicals. And free radicals, like we mentioned earlier, wreak havoc on cells throughout our body. Let's take a closer look at free radicals, the damage they cause, and why they are the skin's worst enemy. So not only are they imbalanced molecules, but they create a disruptive cascade effect within the skin. Now, free radicals are highly unstable or reactive atoms, molecules, or ions that have an unpaired electron. So you can see like the shell outside of the free radical is unpaired. It's imbalanced. Free radicals are missing an electron from that outer shell, which causes them to be, again, angry, stressed, out of balance, and highly reactive to other healthy cells or molecules around them, right? And a free radical so desperately wants balance. They so desperately need to be paired, right? They don't like it. So what they're going to do is they're going to steal an electron from the molecules around them in order to self-stabilize, which then leaves that healthy molecule that they stole an electron from missing an electron. And it starts this cascade effect within the skin that continues and overwhelms the body's natural ability to clear out free radicals fast enough. It can't clear them out as fast as they're being created, which then results in something called oxidative stress. So in summary, free radicals are highly unstable, they're highly reactive, they steal electrons from healthy cells around them, causing those cells to then become free radicals, and the process continues. It's that cascade effect that just once it stops, it doesn't stop. Once it starts, it doesn't stop. Now, oxidative stress is going to cause degradation of vital proteins in your skin, damage to tissues, and also damage to the DNA of the cells as well. Let's take a closer look at oxidative stress and the effects that it has specifically within the skin itself. Now, oxidative stress affects all layers of the skin. Remember, we have multiple layers of the skin, the deepest layer being the dermis, the top layer being the epidermis, and within those layers, you have layers, even, right? Different functions that happen, different processes that happen there to keep your skin looking and feeling its best, to do its job, right? In the deepest layer of the skin, called the dermis, oxidative stress damages those vital proteins such as collagen and elastin. And free radicals are super attracted to proteins. So, unfortunately, bad news for our collagen and elastin. And in the epidermis, which is the outermost layer of the skin, it causes discoloration, brown spots, and changes in skin texture. In summary, oxidative stress inhibits healthy skin functions, your skin's ability to self repair. It causes premature aging, leads to accelerated signs of aging, and visibly, this can manifest and appear to us in the mirror as fine lines, wrinkles, dullness, loss of firmness, and more. That's just that visible manifestation, seeing what's happening on the inside that we can't see, right? Eventually, that'll come to the surface and we will be able to see it. But there is a solution to free radical assault and a way to shield your skin to prevent this damage, thankfully. And that answer comes with antioxidants. So, antioxidants are going to be the answer to help neutralize, prevent, and stop free radical assault and damage within the skin. Now, antioxidants, let's dive into what these are and how they are so effective against free radicals. Antioxidants are molecules that neutralize or remove free radicals by readily and steadily donating an electron. They happily say, hey, free radical, chill out. Stop robbing everyone around you. Here, have one of mine. You're fine. Relax. And it really neutralizes and stops that damage, that cascade effect in its tracks. So super cool. It's also really cool that if an antioxidant donates their electron, they're still fine. They remain stable and they're still chill. They don't they don't turn into free radicals themselves. So they can readily donate without turning into a free radical themselves, which stops that process in its tracks. And this really helps to protect the body from that oxidative stress and those visible signs of aging, the damage, etc. Now, SkinCeuticals research also shows that topically applied antioxidants have the power to provide environmental protection against free radicals, yes, but also improve the appearance of the skin with ongoing use. So your results just kind of get better over time. So the sooner you can start incorporating a topical antioxidant, the better, and you want to use that for the rest of your life. And one of the most potent antioxidants for this to be topically applied to the skin is vitamin C. So that's what we're going to be focusing on for the next few slides. So I have some fast facts for you about vitamin C. L-ascorbic acid is the name of the chemical structure for vitamin C. So in case you didn't know, you probably hear L-ascorbic acid thrown around a lot within the skincare world, but L-ascorbic acid is vitamin C. Vitamin C is L-ascorbic acid. It's just the purest, most active, most potent form of vitamin C. It's just a fancy way to say vitamin C, I guess. It is considered the gold standard in antioxidants because it is the most researched, the most well-known, the most active, and the most effective form of vitamin C. Yes, there are derivatives, so we'll talk about those in a second. But it is a potent antioxidant that will protect the skin to reduce damage caused by sun exposure and other environmental aggressors like pollution, and really help to minimize those visible signs of aging. Vitamin C also optimizes skin function. It helps with the formation of collagen and improves the overall health and appearance of the skin. So, another fun fact is that vitamin C is an essential vitamin required to build healthy collagen. So, not only are you neutralizing free radicals, you're also helping to promote healthy collagen production. And we know that collagen keeps our skin looking and feeling youthful. And then results, again, are going to get better with ongoing use. But it is also inherently an unstable molecule. L-ascorbic acid is known to be unstable. and known to be difficult to actually get into the skin. So naturally, there's a lot of noise within the vitamin C space, within the skincare world. And many can argue that derivatives of vitamin C are better options. However, we always say to follow the science and follow the proof. L-ascorbic acid is considered still today as the gold standard in environmental protection and visible anti-aging benefits that delivers powerful, potent, and proven results when formulated properly. This is the key here. It has to be formulated properly in order to be able to actually penetrate the skin, be absorbed, remain active, and function, right? And we know this because of our founding scientist, Dr. Sheldon Pennell, and this was actually proven by Dr. Pennell as well. So we're going to get into a little bit about that background science with Dr. Pennell. So this is Dr. Sheldon Pennell. If you're a SkinCeuticals super fan, I'm sure you know who he is. He was not only an innovator and a trailblazer who was truly decades ahead of his time, he was also a distinguished professor, a collagen chemist, a dermatologist, and of course, our founding scientist, like we just talked about. He truly changed the face of topical antioxidants with his pivotal research and dedicated his life to this research with more than 100 peer-reviewed publications. This is key here, peer-reviewed, over 200 published scientific articles in prestigious medical journals, more than 10 patents, and more than 12 prestigious awards and accolades. So Dr. Pennell proved that vitamin C, or L-ascorbic acid, promotes collagen production in the skin with one of his first studies published in 1987 called The Induction of Collagen Synthesis by Ascorbic Acid. And in 1992, while he was at Duke University, he discovered and patented the Duke antioxidant parameters, known as today as the Duke antioxidant patent, which outlines the exact formulation criteria, required for a topical vitamin C serum to be absorbed and bioavailable to the skin, meaning it actually works and remains active. And he published this study, which is one of the studies that we are most known for still to this day. You can see the study here. It's available on the World Wide Web and also on our website if you want to dive in and you're a little bit of a science nerd. Really fun to read, kind of like antioxidant history when it happened. It was called the Percutaneous Absorption Study. It was published in the Journal of Dermatologic Surgery. And this is where Dr. Pennell determined that for the skin to be able to properly absorb and use topical vitamin C, 3 key parameters need to be met when formulating. Again, remember we said L-ascorbic acid as an antioxidant is inherently unstable and really hard to get into the skin. But when you're using pure L-ascorbic acid at a percentage between 10 and 20%, and at a low pH between 2 to 3.5, it is able to be effectively absorbed by the skin, used, and remain active, and actually remain active for 72 hours, in fact. So the top question that we get at SkinCeuticals is, why do you use L-ascorbic acid instead of other forms of vitamin C that seem more stable? Well, it's because in this study, he also tested other derivatives of vitamin C against L-ascorbic acid, right? Including magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, ascorbyl 6-palmitate, and a few others. And none of those showed that they were effectively absorbed into the skin, and they did not remain active when they were in the skin. So again, everything's in this study shows you that L-ascorbic acid is the only form of vitamin C that is able to penetrate the skin, remain active, and bioavailable for the skin to use to give you that environmental protection. But it has to be formulated properly, following these 3 Ps, or the parameters as we like to call them. Now, not only are our antioxidants backed by over 30 years of research, but they're all backed by more than 40 clinical studies worldwide and over 25 international dermatological publications. Now, we see a timeline of our vitamin C serums here. I'm not going to dive into each one individually, but just to show you where we started and where we are now. So the first vitamin C serum that we launched, or serums, were Serum 10 and Serum 15 in 1992. In 1997, SkinCeuticals was founded, but we truly were founded on antioxidant science, right? This is the birth of the brand. We are the antioxidant authority, and we love talking about antioxidants. It is so super important that if everybody use a vitamin C antioxidant serum as part of their daily morning routine. And we offer a variety of formulas for different skin types and different concerns that all provide that environmental protection. Remember, to neutralize free radicals from environmental aggressors, number one, that is the role of antioxidants in your skincare routine. Neutralize free radicals, stop that cascade effect, stop oxidative stress so that your skin can thrive, so that your skin can do what it needs to do, so that your skin can repair itself, so that your skin can age gracefully and stay healthy and maintain a youthful appearance as you move through the aging process, right? But in addition to that, all of our formulas specifically are going to provide visible anti-aging benefits and target specific concerns for unique needs and optimal results, right? As the antioxidant authority, all SkinCeuticals antioxidant formulas are subject to stringent standards of proof. So another top question is like, what sets SkinCeuticals vitamin C serums apart? What makes them different? And truly, it's the science. We use antioxidant synergy as well. We use more than one antioxidant. In fact, our formulas have 3 different types of antioxidants. They have vitamin C in the form of L-ascorbic acid, but also ferulic acid, which helps to enhance and stabilize the rest of the antioxidants in the formula. So research shows that specific combinations of antioxidants, when effectively formulated, perform synergistically together to provide that antioxidant protection, but also to optimize the stability of the formula versus just one single antioxidant alone. Shelf life and stability is also really important to keep in mind when you're looking at a vitamin C serum. A lot of questions we get around shelf life and stability with vitamin C. Remember, we talked about vitamin C being inherently unstable, right? It's an unstable, really difficult molecule to work with, but it's so powerful. It really is. And again, when you're formulating properly, it is able to be effective and stay stable in the skin. So we validate all of our formulations across a broad range of environmental conditions for a set period of time. We test with variety of temperatures and light conditions intended to stimulate real life and in-use conditions, right? For really helping to validate the product during its lifestyle. And all of our formulas have been tested in final packaging. Final formulation and final packaging is the key. So when you're looking for an antioxidant, are there clinical studies? Is that clinical study peer reviewed, right? That's kind of like the highest level of science and proof that you can have. It's peer reviewed. It's reviewed by a group of their peers. Other dermatologists have reviewed this and said, yes, that's correct. And it's published, right? Are there clinical studies with it? Clinical studies with real people on real skin, not just like customers reporting what they're seeing and feeling, but maybe physicians also validating that as well, right? That's important to look for. And also, has the formula been tested, final formulation and final packaging? In final formulation and final packaging, our vitamin C antioxidants have been tested to remain stable and effective for 36 months unopened and up to 6 months after opening. So L-ascorbic acid may discolor with time. This is true, but oxidation is minimal and the formulation has been proven to remain effective. Also, they're tested for safety. So all of our formulas must pass stringent safety and tolerance tests in vivo, meaning on human skin, surpassing industry requirements. So we require at least 50% of our test panels to have sensitive skin to further ensure tolerability of our high potency formulas. And they all have been proven safe and tolerable on a wide range of skin types. I also love that we just offer something for everyone. We have an antioxidant answer for everyone, and they are also going to help to target all of those environmental aggressors, as well as the potential damage from free radicals formed by heavy metals in the atmosphere, which is also really important to keep in mind. So, with all of that being said, I know that we have some questions that we want to dive into. So, we're going to go ahead and end the slideshow. And I think Chrissy has some frequently asked questions that all of you submitted that I'm super, super happy to run through. So, let's go ahead and get to it.
We do. Thank you so much, Corey. That was a really great presentation. You touched on the stability of L-ascorbic acid, and one common question that we get from our customers here at Lovely Skin is what color should their SkinCeuticals vitamin serum be when they're using it?
Yeah, that is a hot question because color can vary. As a form of pure vitamin C, it's normal for your SkinCeuticals vitamin C serum to be a shade range. So we like to say like gold, shades of gold to amber upon opening and after continued use. And keep in mind that the color of your serum as it changes is not an indicator of efficacy, as clinical testing, as we mentioned, shows that the ingredients remain potent to the last drop for up to 36 months. And I think I even have some in front of me. And I wonder if they all have different colors. Oh, yeah, I want to show you. And this is totally fine, totally normal that they have different shade ranges. Let me know if you can see that.
Yes.
Yeah, right. And they're both active. They're both going to give you that environmental protection and those visible results.
Great. So just to reiterate, from clear to an amber color, perfectly safe to use, still completely effective.
Exactly. As long as you're buying from an authorized retailer like Lovely Skin.
For sure.
I should mention that.
You touched on this kind of in the beginning of your presentation, but it was very good information. And so I just wanted you to reiterate, how do antioxidants complement sunscreen in protecting the skin from UV damage?
Yeah, definitely. So we know that sunscreen doesn't block all of the free radicals, right? It gives you that 55% of protection. So you're left with, that I'm not really that great at math, but like 40 something percent just kind of like hanging out there, bombarding your skin. So when you pair an antioxidant with your sunscreen, you're providing that double defense and really filling in the gaps. Facial sunscreen is an essential step of your daily morning routine. But again, you need to apply that vitamin C antioxidant as part of your morning routine as well, in conjunction with that sunscreen to provide that optimal level of protection. And I also want to just share this clinical studies show that CE ferulic and Fullerton CF provide a 97% reduction in sunburn cell formation and sunburn cell reduction. And I definitely have noticed this if I'm on vacation, specifically like on the beach somewhere, if I apply my vitamin C serum to my face and then my sunscreen, the level of protection that I get is unmatched. When I skip the vitamin C and I just apply the sunscreen, I start to see the redness come through here, a little bit of the sunburn, which is like our worst fear, right? Sunburns. We don't want that. So, really important that you apply that double defense with your vitamin C antioxidant and your sunscreen to protect from not only those extra free radicals, but also sunburn and sunburn cell formation.
So we know that when using a vitamin C, the results that you get, the benefits are nearly instant when you start to use it. But long term, there are some visible results that you start to see in the skin. Can you talk a little bit about those and how long it might take to start to see some of those visible results?
Yeah, definitely. So, specifically with each of our antioxidants, they're going to be tailored to a different skin type and concern. Their role, though, in your skincare routine, like you said, Chrissy, is to prevent damage from free radicals, to neutralize them, to stop that cascade effect that leads to oxidative stress. The happy side effect is that you also get visible anti-aging benefits. With CE ferulic, you see an increase in skin firmness, a reduction in fine lines and wrinkles. With Fullerton CF, you see an even skin tone, a reduction in discoloration and dark spots, improvement in fine lines and wrinkles as well. And then Silymarin, you see a reduction in skin oiliness, reduction in blemish formation. And then, of course, you get the fine line and wrinkle reduction too. Now, results in clinical studies that we perform, usually results are shown at 12 weeks. So 12-week data is where we see significant results. And just remember that your results are going to get better bottle after bottle. So keep using it. And but everybody's skin is different, right? Some results can be seen as early as the 4-week marker and even the 8-week marker. So I would say as early as 4 weeks, but 12 weeks is a good kind of range where you see those significant changes in the skin.
How do antioxidants interact with other active ingredients found in skincare, such as peptides, niacinamide, retinol?
Yeah, this is a great question because there are some ingredients that you don't want to layer or mix for specific reasons. But vitamin C plays well with anything else that you're going to apply. I will say, remember that vitamin C is a daytime antioxidant, something you apply in the daytime. So your nighttime products like retinol will stay at during nighttime, but they are definitely going to complement any other ingredients in your skincare routine. So if you're using peptides, if you're using niacinamide, if you're using retinol, your vitamin C serum is only going to enhance your current skincare routine and really help to maintain the health of your skin, help it thrive, and let it get the most benefit out of the rest of the products that you're using.
That kind of segues into my next question, and that is, where do antioxidants fall in both an AM and a PM skincare routine?
Yeah, so vitamin C serums should be applied as part of your morning routine. So keep in mind, remember those protective elements that help keep your skin safe from those environmental aggressors that we face during the day, right? And even if we're inside, like we can't, unless you have like a super crazy like air purification system inside and like you're never leaving, we're gonna be bombarded by pollution, by that ground level ozone, and then even through the window, those UV rays. So remember, provide that protective shield from those aggressors during the day when we're exposed to them. So vitamin C once daily in the morning, and then in the evening, you can reach for a different antioxidant if you want to. You don't need to apply your SkinCeuticals vitamin C serum. There's no need, because remember, it's also going to stay active in the skin for 72 hours. So that's great. We do have a night antioxidant for those that want to continue that protection while they sleep, and it's called resveratrol, BE. But there are, of course, I'm sure so many other night antioxidants that you can reach for. But we love resveratrol BE. I actually have it here. I love resveratrol BE, just because this is formulated to help support the skin's natural antioxidant defenses. Remember, it has natural ability to do that, so it supports that, it strengthens that, and enhances your skin's ability to self-repair while helping to improve dullness, fine lines, and wrinkles. We love this little like sleeping beauty serum.
Can anyone ever use too many antioxidants?
You know what? I'm sure that you could. I'm sure that, at some point, if you were layering like our vitamin C serum and like other vitamin C serums, it's like there's not really a point. I think there's like a level of protection that you can achieve. And really, there is no reason why you need to use multiple if you're already using a SkinCeuticals vitamin C serum. I say work smarter, not harder. So there's not really any need to layer more than one of our specific vitamin C antioxidant serums. A lot of our patients and our customers want to layer more than one because they like hear the descriptions and they're like, wait, I have all of that. I need it all. But really, it's just choose one, apply it daily. You can switch it up with the season or with your skin changes, or even like one week you use C ferulic, another week you use Florentine CF. Totally fine. That's what I really love about our formulas, but you don't really need to apply more than one. I would say pick one for the morning, pick one for the evening, and that should have you covered. But also just look into the science and look into the clinical studies, look into the proof and the validations, how they're testing. And again, the science and the proof behind what you're applying to your skin so that you know that you're investing in something that is going to give you the results that you're looking for, on more than a cellular level, also visibly as well.
At Lovely Skin, one very common question that we get is order of application. In what part of your skincare routine are antioxidants best applied?
Yeah, so we typically would say vitamin C, a SkinCeuticals vitamin C antioxidant is going to be applied once daily in the morning. It's going to be the first step after cleansing and toning if you tone. And this still rings true. However, Chrissy, you know that we just launched a new product. You were talking about it a lot a few weeks ago, and it's called Cell Cycle Catalyst. So If you are using, this is a caveat, if you are using Cell Cycle Catalyst as part of your morning routine, you're going to go cleanse, tone if you tone, Cell Cycle Catalyst, and then your vitamin C antioxidant serum. So just a little caveat there. You're just using SkinCeuticals vitamin C serums, first product you apply in the morning after your cleansing routine. If you're also using Cell Cycle Catalyst from SkinCeuticals, Cell Cycle Catalyst first, and then your vitamin C serum.
We get a lot of customers coming to us here at Lovely Skin looking for solutions to help their acne, but also we have several people who experience acne who also they want those ingredients and those actives that help protect their skin. What antioxidants are best for acne prone skin?
Yeah, so we have an antioxidant actually for blemish prone skin. It's the newest addition to the antioxidant family. It's called Silymarin CF. I have it here. Silymarin is derived from milk thistle seeds, and it's an antioxidant, of course. Remember, it's a triple antioxidant combination synergy here. So you have silymarin, you have 15% vitamin C and ferulic acid to enhance and keep the formula stable. All antioxidants, all powerful. It's super important that if you have this skin type and concern that you're including an antioxidant, super important because excess oil on the skin oxidizes. That also leads to additional free radical formation. And then blemishes in general, free radicals can aggravate them and lead to more inflammation in the skin. So we really, really need a vitamin C serum. Silymarin is a 15-time award winner that provides environmental protection for blemish-prone skin, but also helps to reduce blemish formation and skin oiliness. It does this again with those three ingredients. Silymarin specifically helps to reduce oil oxidation and reduce skin oiliness, but it also includes salicylic acid. So it's like a medicated vitamin C serum. So you have that salicylic acid treatment to address current blemishes, silymarin to help reduce the formation of blemishes, and then you have the vitamin C and the ferulic acid, which all in all together, you have a really well-rounded formula to help improve skin texture and clarity, and give the skin that really beautiful glow. And just recently, actually, I think in like March or maybe even April, which we're in April, we published a study with Silymarin CF on the benefits of facial acne. So science doesn't stop.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for today. If you liked this video, be sure to follow us on YouTube for more skincare education like this. Corey, thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you all next time. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.